Hello everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back. Darkness is beginning to settle in western New York. I've got a meeting in Lockport, about 20 miles away, so I'm going to be riding in the dark tonight. But you won't be riding in the dark tonight, at least not with me, because this video will end long before it gets dark. So a couple of videos ago, the topic of the video was motovlogging and basically how I set up my system. And I shot that video because a number of people have asked me about motovlogging in general or some specific particularities of my setup. As I mentioned in that video, and as you know if you've watched some of my videos, all of my videos are shot through one camera, this camera, a GoPro Hero 10, and it's always positioned in the same spot, and that is on my helmet chin bar, giving you, the viewer, the feeling as though you're riding the Spyder. And I like that. However, almost from the beginning, I've been very intrigued by other motovloggers, because I watch a bunch of motovloggers, and not just Spyder motovloggers. And there's a bunch of different ways to do this. So my helmet mount is on my chin, as I said, but some people have the helmet mount up on the top of the helmet. I don't like that. I won't do that, but some people do it. Some people have a camera mounted to the side of the helmet. I don't like that. I shouldn't say I don't like it, because I don't want to offend anybody. One, I don't want to offend people who do that. And two, I don't want to offend people who do like that. But I'm just telling you my personal preference. But I've been intrigued by the idea of having a second camera somewhere on the bike. Now, a lot of motovloggers that will have a second camera mounted maybe on the bars. Oh, it's just starting to rain. That's okay. It was raining earlier and then it stopped. I thought I was going to get lucky and beat it to the courthouse before the rain started back up, but it looks like it's just starting very, very lightly misting, and that's okay. But anyway, some motovloggers will have a camera mounted on the bars or up on the dash, aiming at them. So part of their videos, it'll be almost like conversational. You're looking at the person who's doing the talking, so it's almost like there's a back and forth. And enough motovloggers do that make me think that there's something to do that, and I'd like to know your thoughts on that. I'm assuming, and I know you should never assume, but I'm assuming that most of the people who watch my motovlog, if not 100% of them, also watch other motovloggers. So you probably have some varying tastes on what you prefer. And I'd love to know what the consensus is. Let me rephrase that. I don't imagine there is a consensus. I'd love to know what different people think about the different points of view that the cameras can take. Whether it's mounted here facing me, whether it's mounted here facing me. And then I'm really intrigued by those 360 cameras. I am frightened at the thought of having to edit video with one of those 360 cameras. And I say that without really knowing much about it, but I can only imagine the headaches that would bring. However, some of them are pretty cool. I see some of the 360 camera shots that are out there that I'm not a big fan of, because they're almost disorienting. You know, there's the shot where it's like you're looking at the motorcycle almost as though it's on a drone, and the globe has shrunk and the earth is about this big. You know what I'm talking about if you watch enough motovloggers, or if you're versed at all with Insta360 cameras, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not a big fan of like some of those special effects. However, I've seen a few where it's super cool, where there's kind of a selfie stick that mounts somewhere on the bike, and it almost looks like there's a drone following the motorcycle. So you'll be, you know, on some cool country road, and you might be with me at one moment from my GoPro mounted on the chin bar, so your view is like this, and then I'll switch it, and all of a sudden you're watching me almost like you're in a helicopter or a small drone. You're miniaturized in a small drone following me at the same speed I'm going. The way the technology works on those 360 cameras, I don't understand it, but it is just amazing. And when I first saw the motovloggers who were using 360 cameras, when I was first getting into YouTube and motovlogging, and I didn't really understand it, I thought it was a drone. The sophistication of those cameras is such that you don't see the selfie stick, although you can see the shadow of a selfie stick sometimes if you really look. But it's amazing what they can do. Now, I would love it if 100% of the people who comment on this would say, no, 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 we don't like any of that. We just like the first person point of view that you use right now. Don't get another camera, because that would make my life so much easier. And I recognize that I'm the one who makes this decision. I'm asking for your input, but I will make the decision on whether or not I ever buy a second camera. But I want to know what you think. I really genuinely want to know what you think. I genuinely want to know what your preferences are when you watch motovloggers in terms of different angles and different approaches. But I can see myself, as I do more research, not tomorrow, not next week, but at some point, I don't know, maybe in the spring. I'm doing a Florida trip. I hope you've seen that video that I think was the last video that I shot before this one, talking about my upcoming Florida trip. I don't know, it might be kind of cool riding along the overseas highway on the way to Key West with one of those drone-like 360 cameras kind of capturing the motorcycle, and, you know, I don't know, it could be kind of cool. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm not going to do anything imminently, but I might do something based on your input in the next, I don't know, couple of months or so. Maybe I get it midwinter when I'm not doing a lot of adventures, and take my time testing it and learning how to edit and all the rest of it, so that when I do go on that Florida trip, and then when the summer hits and I start going on a lot of adventures, bringing you along with me, I'll be fully versed in how it works. So anyway, the whole purpose of this video is to know what you think about camera angles on the motovlogs you watch, the preferences that you have, because I certainly will consider what you have to say, and I may go ahead and pull the trigger on a second camera at some point. So I'd love to know what you have to say. If you like this video or anything about it, please hit that like button. And as I always mention, I need to really mention this more at the beginning of the videos, but if you don't subscribe, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. I say that I need to mention it at the beginning of the videos because not everybody stays with me till the end. That's just common sense and standard YouTube practice, that you're going to lose a percentage of your viewers immediately. And until the next video, and hopefully that video will be in better weather and bright sunny daylight, until that video, you have a great day. Bye-bye.